This course for me is amazing. So I did this when they started in 2015. So I was part of the first group that did it. The second time round is like rediscovering my love for wine, what I can do to sell wine. So right now we have a big culture, so I want an in the big culture.
I like wine from South Africa because it is an African thing, and I'm very proud of the Pinotage, which is a crossbreed between Pinot Noir and Hermitage. That's my favorite wine, which I pair well with my steak of meat like a Chateaubriand.
The wine culture has changed drastically, tremendously. It's awesome. People have traveled, people have started knowing about the wine. You just don't ask for a red wine, a white wine, you even know what wine you're going to pair with your food.
I am very happy with the training. At least now I can upsell champagne. I've known about MCC, which to me, I was not aware of it. I've known how to open a champagne bottle, so I'm proud, I'm happy with the training.
Entering the room here today at the Park in Radisson in Nairobi was such an exhilarating experience. To see 67 Kenyan candidates participate in the wine course was truly phenomenal. To understand more about South African wine, to understand where we're coming from and where we're going, to learn some of the basics of winemaking and why things are done in a certain way. It just truly shows that there's a keen interest not only in wine as a whole, but specifically in South African wine.
And with our beverage intelligence training program, we've had a very, very long, loving relationship with WOSA, Wines of South Africa, doing training for all of their in-market activities and then also helping them with the Somm Cup. We had a wonderful training on Tuesday, just in preparation for the guys. You know, it's a big thing, it's a global stage, and it's wonderful for people to be able to learn and to expose themselves, right? Sometimes, you know, you can't leave, you can't go to all these wonderful places, but with organizations like Wines of South Africa, we get to bring South African wines a little bit closer to the people.
I'm very fortunate to have been invited to be one of the judges in the South African Sommelier Competition 2019, and we're here in Nairobi today, and it's been a fantastic day. There have been about 40 contestants who've come in, all had to go through a theory exam, which was really tough. The top 10 went through and had to present their tasting notes from the blind wine tasting competition, which is also tough. I was nervous, I can't imagine how the contestants felt. We now have narrowed it down to 3 finalists, and they're going through to the final element, which is a service element, which is obviously vitally important for the sommeliers. But yeah, so far it's been brilliant, and the enthusiasm of the Kenyan sommeliers who've entered the competition has been brilliant.
I am very excited by the finalists who made it to the top 3 of the Sommelier Cup competition here in Kenya. The ultimate winner is someone who's very deserving, who has shown a lot of promise and a lot of knowledge on wines and service, and I believe will be a really good representation for Kenya at the Sommelier Cup final in September.
It's been a great day here at the Radisson Blu with Wines of South Africa Sommelier Competition, putting Kenya on the map in wine knowledge. We are on the map in terms of making wine, and now in terms of sommeliers. This is going a long way for the Kenyan wine market. I have been judged before, but this time I got to be a judge, a Kenyan judge, and that was a very humbling and enlightening experience. The sommeliers who entered the competition have a lot of wine knowledge, and we're very confident in the participant that we chose and that he or she will represent Kenya very well internationally. We wish him or her the very best.
I'm a management consultant by day, but wine enthusiast by night. My history as I lived and worked in South Africa for a few years in the wine industry, and came back and also done some consulting here, but moved on. My thoughts on today's competition is I was very impressed with the caliber. First of all, the number of individuals that were interested in the WOSA Somm Cup. It was very exciting and invigorating to see that diverse amount of people coming in, and just the quality of the competitors we saw very good results in terms of the initial round and just the enthusiasm for the wine tasting, the raw knowledge and how excited people are about learning about wine.
I'm super excited to be here today. I've made it to the top 3 and I'm really proud that the top 3 finalists are all from wine shops. I think that speaks volumes about boutique wine shops and the wine industry in Kenya. It's been a pleasure to be with our colleagues today, and honestly to see the people that I've trained and that I've worked with be here and have so much passion like I do is just a win in itself.
Today has been a roller coaster of emotions since I woke up. When I woke up, all I was looking forward to was having fun, not being number last. But I didn't think I'd get this far, so every time they used to call my name for the second round, for the third round, I was going crazy. But all in all, it's a good experience. I've never been this tense. I was, at some point I wanted to run away, but then I thought half the battle is won by showing up.
It was an interesting experience, and it's actually an honor to be one of the finalists. The theory was really hard, but when it came to the tastings, it was a bit better. With the service, I was a bit shaken, a bit shy, but yeah, we pulled through, so we hope for the best. We should definitely do this once or twice in a year, just to build our confidence. Yeah.
The International Sales Manager for OVX Wines International, and I'm very proud that I'm very fortunate that I look after Africa in a whole as a continent, and I also look after the islands around Africa. It's an absolute pleasure for me to work in Africa, and I've come to Kenya to be part of the WOSA Sommelier Cup for 2019. My role that I played in the WOSA was more of an educational part, to be able to answer questions and to educate people about wine. And it really gives me so much joy when I see people enjoying wine, learning about wine and getting excited about wine. That's what makes me excited.
We are here in Kenya today. We presented the winner of the Sommelier Cup competition. And indeed, it's such a joy to actually come to this stage in Kenya. Matter of fact, Samuel Duchi is the winner today. And I think for us, it's evidence that if you work hard, you can achieve. It's been a tough one for the judges, but they finally came to conclusion who the winner is. So the Som Cup will see the winner travel to South Africa, participate in the competition with other competitors from the different parts of the world. And I think it's going to be a big learning for Samuel. But secondly, I hope, and I really hope, that he brings the trophy back home. It's an opportunity for him to represent the Kenyans and fly the flag high. As I mentioned, that we also have Ghana, we also have Zimbabwe from the continent that will be participating in this competition, and it would be awesome to see it come to Africa. Africa time has come, and let's do it.